When you hear the term fossil, this is what you think about. This is a fossil dinosaur bone. Fossil is something that's belonged remnant of a life form, usually plant material, perhaps animal, that has been fossilized and has survived over geologic ages. This is a quite impressive foot and leg, and you could imagine that this particular dinosaur was quite impressive in its lifetime. Here is another example that's from the local area, and I should tell you that I'm in the College of Earth and Mineral Science Museum just around the corridor from there. But as you look up on this wall, what you'll see is the tusks of a mastodon. This was found in the Huntington area and was dug up while someone was digging a ditch. And this mastodon, or woolly mammoth, these are obviously some pretty impressive tusks. I've seen much larger ones too. And these are also reminiscent of a life form, a very large elephant in this case. And now we're going to go and look at some evidence that indicates that the fossil fuels, or particularly coal, was actually derived from living material. This is another example. This is a fossilized tree stump. And you can look at the bark features and you can actually identify what form of species this was. I can't tell exactly what this one is, but it's called paleobotany. And it's a little like forensic scientists for the botanists, where they go and look at the various imprints of leaves and barks, and they can identify trees that were alive millions of years ago. Here's another example of a sigillaria tree base, I believe. But this one is actually coal. You come across these occasionally in coal mines, and you can come across whole trees standing either vertically or horizontally, and it's actually coal. You also see occasionally what the miners will call coalified snakes. It's really the bark pattern, but it happens to look like a diamondback rattlesnake. And you see it in the shale, and you can also see plant imprints of ferns and other material. Well, coal was formed over much of the geological ages, much of it well before the Jurassic period, which is what you recognize from Jurassic Park and the mosquitoes in the amber. There are also examples of dinosaur footprints in coal. There's two at the AMS Museum. This is one of them. This is a duck-billed dinosaur, and it actually, if it's the scale is absolutely correct and the measurements of this foot are true, this could be actually the world's largest footprint for this particular species. Quite an interesting find, and was donated to the Penn State Museum by the Chesterfield Coal Company. This is another Pennsylvania coal mine example. This particular roof of the coal mine, it was obvious that there are footprints, and so it was preserved and again donated to Penn State. These are the footprints, I believe, from an ancient armored salamander. If you recall, during the geological ages, we first go to a swamp, and so you can imagine this salamander walking over the swamp and the peat, leaving its footprints in the peat, and of course the peat finally became coal. Fortunately for us, you can see the footprints are very well preserved, and you can get a lot of information regarding the girth, the size of the animal, by its frequency of its steps. This is another piece of coalified wood. This is on the third floor of Steigel. What you can see is that there are obvious tree shape and swirls and scarrings that you would recognize in a modern tree today. It's just that this one is about 320 million years old.